Welcome back to DreamApts. Today we're stepping into the world of clever design, where even the smallest apartment can feel open, warm, and beautifully efficient. This episode focuses on the top 20 small apartment kitchen ideas you'll absolutely want to copy in 2026. Throughout this journey, we will explore smart space-saving tricks, stylish upgrades, and simple changes that make a huge difference. Whether your apartment kitchen is tight, narrow, or barely more than a corner, together we'll uncover ideas that turn limitations into creativity and make your everyday living feel more inspiring. When we walk into a small apartment kitchen inspired by Scandinavian minimalism, the feeling is immediate calm, light, and effortlessly clean. This style leans on soft woods, pale surfaces, and uncluttered counters, creating a sense of breathing room that small apartments often lack. By focusing on simplicity, natural textures, and muted tones, the entire apartment becomes more soothing. It's the kind of kitchen where you want to start your morning slowly, sipping coffee while sunlight gently fills the room, reminding you that small spaces can still feel wonderfully peaceful. In a small apartment kitchen, every inch counts, and vertical storage becomes a quiet hero. Imagine cabinets stretching toward the ceiling, slim shelves tucked into narrow gaps, and hooks holding pots like artwork. With each clever addition, the apartment feels less cramped and more purposeful. The kitchen transforms into a space where everything has a home, yet nothing feels crowded. It's a comforting experience. Opening a tall cabinet and knowing that even the smallest apartment can offer surprising depth when we look up instead of out. A micro island can change the atmosphere of a small apartment kitchen instantly. Picture a tiny movable island that acts as a prep station, storage shelf, and even a breakfast spot. Despite its modest size, it introduces energy and convenience to the apartment. The kitchen suddenly feels more interactive and flexible, shifting with your needs, rolling aside for guests, or sliding closer when you're baking. It becomes a charming companion in your apartment, proving that big function can come from the smallest, most unexpected pieces. A bold backsplash in a small apartment kitchen brings a sense of personality that the whole apartment can feel. Whether it's patterned tiles or vibrant colors, this single element becomes a visual storyteller. It adds drama without overwhelming, giving the kitchen a focal point that sparks curiosity. Standing there, you might feel like your apartment suddenly has its own creative heartbeat, one that makes cooking feel a little more exciting and turns your kitchen into a conversation piece the moment someone enters. Hidden appliances bring a luxurious smoothness to the apartment kitchen, creating a look that feels curated and uncluttered. Behind sleek panels, everyday items quietly disappear, letting the apartment breathe visually. Opening a cabinet to reveal a fridge or dishwasher feels almost magical, like discovering a secret. This design approach makes a small apartment feel intentional and refined, transforming the kitchen into a space where modern convenience and elegant aesthetics live side by side without fighting for attention. Open shelves in an apartment kitchen invite you to curate moments, not just store items. Each dish, plant, or jar becomes part of a gentle story that fills the apartment with warmth. With a few well-chosen pieces, the kitchen feels lived in, loved, and beautifully open. There's something satisfying about reaching for a cup displayed on a shelf, lit by afternoon light. It's a small apartment charm that connects practicality with personality, creating a space that feels honest and inviting. Under-cabinet lighting transforms a small apartment kitchen into a cozy, cinematic corner of the apartment. Soft light spills onto the counters, making meal prep feel more intimate and enjoyable. When the main lights are off, the glow creates a warm ambience that turns even simple moments into comforting rituals. It's a gentle reminder that lighting isn't just about seeing better, it's about feeling better in your apartment kitchen, where everyday tasks suddenly feel a bit more magical. Glass cabinet doors bring a sense of openness to a small apartment kitchen, almost like windows within the apartment. They reflect light, showcase beautiful dishware, and make the kitchen feel less boxed in. There's a quiet elegance in seeing soft silhouettes behind the glass. Even in a tight apartment layout, this simple shift makes the space breathe easier, giving the kitchen an airy and delicate presence that feels both graceful and practical. Handleless cabinets smooth out the visual noise of an apartment kitchen, transforming the apartment with a sleek and modern personality. Without knobs sticking out, everything feels seamless, calm, and almost futuristic. Running your hand along a clean cabinet edge gives a subtle sense of satisfaction, as if the kitchen understands your need for simplicity. In a small apartment, these uninterrupted lines become essential, making the kitchen feel more spacious and thoughtfully designed. Multifunctional furniture pieces turn a compact apartment kitchen into a flexible and adaptable environment. Fold-down tables, extendable counters, or convertible seating allow the apartment to shift effortlessly between cooking, dining, or working. Watching a table fold smoothly from the wall feels almost theatrical, like your apartment kitchen is performing just for you. These clever pieces help small apartments embrace every moment, proving that versatility is the key to making limited space feel limitless. A tiny sink may seem like a small detail, but in a tight apartment kitchen, it opens up precious counter space and improves the entire apartment's workflow. The compact size encourages tidiness, quicker cleanup, and smarter use of nearby areas. As you rinse vegetables or wash dishes, the kitchen feels lighter and more efficient, reminding you that small adjustments can lead to surprisingly big comfort in an apartment where every inch matters. statement lighting turns an apartment kitchen into a stage where beauty meets function. A striking pendant or sculptural fixture draws the eye the moment you enter, bringing warmth and style to the entire apartment. When illuminated, the kitchen glows with personality, transforming everyday routines into small, bright moments. Even in the tiniest apartment, one bold light can redefine the space, giving the kitchen a memorable identity that lingers long after you switch it off. Smart drawers add a level of quiet sophistication to an apartment kitchen, giving the apartment a sense of calm order. Built-in dividers, deep compartments, and hidden organizers make everything easy to reach and even easier to store away. Opening a perfectly arranged drawer feels surprisingly joyful, especially in a small apartment where clutter can take over quickly. These clever systems make the kitchen more efficient, turning chaos into harmony with every pull. Slim refrigerators bring sleek efficiency to a small apartment kitchen without sacrificing storage. With their slender design, they fit perfectly into modest layouts, freeing up breathing room for the rest of the apartment. They blend quietly into the kitchen, offering just the right amount of space for essentials, while maintaining an elegant profile. Standing beside one, you feel how thoughtful design can uplift an apartment's flow, making the kitchen feel uncluttered and effortlessly modern. Reflective surfaces brighten and visually expand a small apartment kitchen, bouncing light across the apartment to create an airy atmosphere. Glossy cabinets, shiny tiles, or mirrored accents make the kitchen feel deeper and brighter, almost as if the walls gently retreat. This illusion brings a refreshing spaciousness to the apartment, proving that clever materials can transform a compact kitchen into a space that feels open, polished, and inviting. Warm wood accents bring soul into an apartment kitchen, wrapping the apartment in a gentle, earthy embrace. Whether through wooden shelves, countertops, or bar stools, these natural textures soften sharp lines and add character. As you run your hand along a smooth wood surface, the kitchen feels grounded and welcoming. Even in a small apartment, these elements create a warm emotional connection, turning the kitchen into a space that feels lived in and lovingly curated. Matte black details bring modern drama to a small apartment kitchen, giving the apartment a stylish edge without overwhelming the space. The velvety finish absorbs light softly, creating depth and intrigue. A matte black faucet, handle, or frame becomes a quiet statement, bold yet elegant. In the context of a small apartment, this contrast elevates the kitchen with personality and confidence, reminding us that impactful design doesn't need to be loud or large. Eco-friendly choices bring purpose to the apartment kitchen, allowing the apartment to reflect a lifestyle rooted in sustainability. Recycled countertops, energy-saving appliances, and eco-conscious materials make the kitchen both stylish and responsible. Every time you choose a green option, the apartment feels more aligned with the future, showing that beauty and environmental care can coexist. Even in a small apartment, these thoughtful decisions make the kitchen part of a bigger, meaningful story. Soft colors bring a sense of calm into a small apartment kitchen, creating a gentle oasis within the apartment. Muted pastels, warm creams, or soft grays soften the mood, making the kitchen feel soothing even during busy mornings. These colors reflect light tenderly, expanding the sense of space. In a compact apartment, this serenity becomes a quiet gift and atmosphere that encourages slower moments, warm conversations, and peaceful routines. As we wrap up our journey through 20 inspiring ideas, we hope you feel ready to transform your small apartment kitchen into a space filled with creativity, comfort, and character. Every suggestion, big or small, offers a new way to reimagine the apartment you call home. Whether you're adding lighting, updating cabinets, or embracing new textures, your kitchen can evolve into a place that tells your story. Thank you for joining us here at DreamApts, where small spaces always have big potential.